the future of digital marketing. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to grow in importance?
Are we talking next year? Are we talking 5 years?
Let's talk 5-10 years time.
5-10 years time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we know over the last couple of years it's been very AI. It's become a buzzword. Yep. So we know that that's obviously a big part of it. We know that that's going to only evolve and become more and more apparent.
Yeah.
And it will replace particular things.
Yeah.
It won't replace everything, but it will definitely replace...
It'll grow, continue to grow.
Yeah, and it will make processes that used to take, well, already has, but it will make processes that used to take, large data crunching, large number crunching of, aggregating data across different platforms to be able to formulate a trend.
Yeah.
That is going to be where it's going to be very efficient.
Yeah.
So being able to look at grabbing a business and looking at its, lead acquisition and being able to formalize across all channels where the best investment is. That sort of concept is going to be quick to aggregate that data and then kind of come up with a summary for you.
Yeah. Even admin tasks as well.
Yeah.
It'd be great if there's an AI bot eventually that just can slot into my inbox and
for sure that
reply
that
straight away with my tone of voice. That would.
Yeah, I think that sort of thing won't be too far away.
Yeah.
There's even stuff already that's in that scope that can do that, of having AI response. Like there's AI chatbots online, on our live chats. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
So what does that look like for the demand? I do anticipate that the demand in jobs and positions for digital marketing will evolve. And the people that are going to be involved in digital marketing more is going to be high-level strategy.
Definitely, yeah.
That is strategizing, potentially surpassing what an AI can do.
Even strategizing, for how AI can be implemented in their marketing.
Yeah, it's going to be somebody to be able to pull AI channels together in the best way to pull them together, because they will be siloed and independently created. And a big one that I believe quite strongly on is that I still think that copywriting and language is a big one.
Definitely, yeah.
AI learns from language models. So to teach an AI to be more proficient, you need language training, or you need copywriting training, which means that originally when AI came out, there was a lot of conversation around, journalists not having a job anymore because it can formulate stories, etc. And I feel that it's kind of almost done the opposite of actually journalists and copywriters that are extremely good at their job have actually become in more demand than how they were previously.
Yeah.
And there's almost there's a difference now between, not that there wasn't previously, don't get me wrong, but that there's more of a defined difference between a copywriter and somebody who just writes copy. Whereas previously I feel like that was quite grey, that it was well, I can write copy, I don't need a copywriter.
But proper copywriters stand out.
I think so.
And now, and I feel like they'll continue to stand out because, especially, this is going off on a tangent, but even with AI being introduced and, kids growing up now with AI at their fingertips, kids can get lazy and just rely on that to write content. Whereas,
Well, this is the same problem we've got with math.
Yeah, that too.
You look at the same thing with math, people not necessarily understanding that now and just leveraging calculators, etc. So I feel like that's where I'm going with the language and copywriting.
Yeah.
That will become lazy in writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting one.
Yeah, I think it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a growing demand, not just in digital marketing, but businesses as a whole, is having that human touch and, making sure, a really big focus on customer experience and having, a premium sales experience and, being able to talk to customers. And I feel like that will be so unique because everyone's so used to jumping online, talking to an AI bot, texting each other, everything's so digital. I think, having, even now when I go to the shops and I get, someone serves me and they're really nice, you're like, wow, like that was.
I can still engage with people.
But like that's
Crazy.
she was so nice.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Yeah.
it's so, even now it's like not very common, but I feel like it'll become less common, but it becomes so important for businesses to have that, because that's what will make them different.
Yeah, people will become a point of difference, whereas AI isn't a point of difference.
No.
There was that. I'm going to try and remember this from what we previously spoke about. There was a article that went out that had 3 variations on it: one AI, one human written, one AI and human written. Did you hear about that? I think we spoke about it internally.
Yeah.
And it was the same article, but one stated at the top the citation was written by AI, one stated at the top that it was written by human.
Yeah.
And the numbers
so different,
drastically different when it was written by human. So, and this wasn't just so for everyone listening, it wasn't that one was written by AI, one was written by human.
The same content.
It was the same content. It just said that it was by an AI or said that it was by human.
Yeah.
And the difference in the engagement of people actually wanting to engage with the content when it stated that it was human content and written by somebody, drastic difference in engagement.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what you're talking about as well, is that people are going to want to be coming to an agency or, you know, having digital marketing done by somebody individually, not just by a robot or by an AI platform. They want to have that connection still.
Yeah. Or just like there'll be an enhanced trust for humans behind, you know, work.
Exactly.
People will want to be trusted by a human, but like there'll be a growing demand for experts in particular industries, and people want to be able to know that there's still a human behind
that they can have a conversation
money
with somebody.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think that will be key.
Sounds good. Let us know what you think. We'll catch you in the next one.
Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for our next episode.